I think for many people, big data is kind of a strange word, and people may don't know what it means and what we can do with big data. As for me, big data is some complex data that human cannot handle. So they collect the data and put those data into computers. So computers gather those data and select some useful information and make those information to some readable words for people to use. And let's talk about some characteristics of big data. First one, it deals with information very fast. We can see from this picture, you have 2.9 million of emails, and you can use big data to analyze those information just in few seconds. So it's really fast. And then it is computer based. It means that you need numerous computers together to deal with those data. And there are various types of data. For example, you have some data for social media, you have some data for your supermarket, and things like this, like that. And now let's talk about the usage of big data. Nowadays, big data is widely used to study sociology. People will leave their personal information on social media or some websites. So sociologists can collect those data and analyze people's behaviors. So they can judge people's behaviors, and their study may decrease some rate of suicide or things like this. So I think that big data can benefit the whole society. And then it will improve healthcare and the public health. Use big data, you can decode the entire DNA strings in minutes, and it helps you find new cures and predict disease patterns. So in the future, it's easy for people to find some medicals to cure their disease. And then it helps people to monitor sick babies. We can see from this picture, there's a device to monitor the sick baby. It can record and analyze heartbeat and the breathing of babies. It can also develop algorithms and predict infection 24 hours a day. And have you guys considered why big data is so important to us? I think there are several reasons. First one, I think it has access to our daily life. Take a very simple example, the use of mobile phone. If you cannot decide where to enjoy your meal, you can just take out your mobile phone and search something on your mobile phone, and you will soon get the answer you want. I think it's also a trend worldwide. A report says that if a company can use big data for their business use, it's easy for a company to make a big success, and it will also help a company to become competitive to against other companies. Though there are many advantages that we can benefit from big data, there are still many problems caused by big data. For example, the biggest problem is privacy. Some people leave their personal information on some social media or some websites. So some people will collect those people's information and sell their information to others. I think it's a potential danger, particularly to some famous people. We can see from this picture, we just know little about the big data. So it means that in the future, we still have a lot of time to discover the function of big data and make it to better serve for people. And one example for future use is criminal recognize. If a police officer think one man is a criminal, they can take out their computer and search the information of this man, and they can analyze the data and judge the behavior of this man. And if they find that this man is a criminal, they can arrest him before he take actions. So it's a great way to make the rate of criminal down. And let's review some key points. At first, I talk about what is big data, and I talk about several characteristics of big data and several usage of big data. And then I talk about some reasons why big data is so important to us. So it's very important to us. There are still some problems caused by it. And finally, I talk about the big data in the future. And my question for big data is that is privacy a big issue that exists in big data? And my answer is true. It's a biggest problem that exists in big data. And there are 3 links that I used to finish my presentation. And thanks for listening. That's all.